Hello everybody. Welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day, and without any further ado, let's jump right into it. So this one actually made incredibly popular news, and I understand it, but also there's a lot of question marks still floating around my head, if you will. Charles Hoskinson, the co-creator of Cardano, has been quite vocal in the last year and a half. If you've been paying attention, he is one of the more talk a lot abouty thingies happening within the market and with people, and seems to be quite opinionated. This is just from the from the news that we've been getting. So I'm not sure how this really came about, but apparently it's gotten people discussing a lot of things. I believe that we know the answer to his question. However, this has led to an enormous amount of speculation. Cardano founder apparently is talking about why is Elon Musk so fascinated with Dogecoin. In a detailed overview on the Thinking Crypto podcast, Charles Hoskinson, for some reason, delved into Elon Musk's persistent promotion of Dogecoin. Hoskinson proposed that Musk might be heavily invested in Dogecoin, hinting that he believes that Elon Musk could actually own around 20% of all the Dogecoin in existence. I don't know where to really begin. So, years ago, Elon Musk was heavily promoting and talking about and discussing Dogecoin, which we're going to get into, but then he also slowly stopped, or quickly stopped, actually. What I think happened around that time, you must all remember when Dogecoin was the only thing that he was talking about. This began the discussion of the entirety of cryptocurrencies being unregistered securities by the US SEC and also Gary Gensler. The reason why, for a lot of different coins, and even more so, why you don't hear Vitalik saying a lot about Ethereum as much anymore, why the creator of Litecoin more or less is in the market, but he's not really in the market. It's because of the idea of, once again, the head of a dragon. In the crypto space, if you are an influencer, and I mean a mega, you are the creator of said coin, or you're hyper wealthy and the things you tweet can actually influence the price. The SEC was actually, you must remember as well, looking into a number of these people years ago, basically claiming that they were influencing the price in some sort of way. For those of you who were not here a number of years ago, around 2018, Elon Musk reared his head into the cryptocurrency space, talking positively about Bitcoin. And Bitcoin's amazing, and Bitcoin is this, and Bitcoin is fantastic. And it seemingly once again came out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere. The rumors were, and the news that we got here, you can find the old videos if you have time to do so, was that allegedly Elon Musk had gone to Blockstream, the people who kind of deal with Bitcoin's code and put forth propositions and things like that for what they want to do with Bitcoin. It was alleged that Elon Musk had gone to a number of Bitcoin developers trying to figure out how to get it under his control. I.e., hey, I like this company. How do I become the CEO of it? And then allegedly was told, yeah, that's not how Bitcoin works. It doesn't work that way. We can't help you. We can't give you control of Bitcoin. They also did not want to. The news then became, there were rumors at the end of 2018 that apparently Elon Musk had been talking to other cryptocurrency companies, you know, trying to do what he does best and basically, you know, move on in and say that he created it, which is a thing that he's been doing for quite some time, especially if you even look into Tesla, because most articles will say, you know, he created it. Nope, he bought it. You can look that one up. And then we got news that apparently there were rumors that he was talking to people from the Dogecoin developers. This is roughly around the time when the Dogecoin people came forward and they said, hey, we're going to make sure that we make Dogecoin the coin of champions. They didn't say that, but it was something along the lines of like, you know, the chain that everybody wants and other things like that. That then began in the beginning of 2019, the affair of love that we saw with forgot his name so quick, between Elon Musk and also with Dogecoin. So I believed both that the only reason why he would do this is because of money. A lot of people disagreed with him and they thought he was doing it for the lulz. They thought he was doing it for the memes. You have to understand, when you are a certain level of richness, your mind kind of only pays attention to how much richer that you can get. I think it would be nice to fantasize and believe that all these rich people who are into crypto are actually here for the betterment of society. I've said that thousands of times. When we see these very wealthy millionaires and billionaires talking about how great, fantastic, and crypto and Bitcoin are, they're doing it because they already have a gigantic position in said thing. You know, as a wealthy person, if you have the influence to be able to tweet, hey, anyone buying Starbucks, and Starbucks will actually go up in price that day, the value of their stock, you understand that if you accumulate an asset and talk positively about it, you're going to raise its price. So I believed years ago that he must have already been buying tons of crypto. Back in the olden days, for those of you who don't know, there was and I don't know what the numbers are now. No one releases these numbers now. So we get news of the people who have over 1,000. So from 100 to 1,000 Bitcoin, they have this many coins, and they're whales, and they're buying up all the Bitcoin. You remember it. A lot of times we used to get news if you have 0.1 Bitcoin to 10, 15, 20 something or other coins, they have this much of the thing. Years ago, we had a major issue with a number of smaller cap coins, and Dogecoin was one of them, where it was believed or alleged that the creators and early investors allegedly had around 50 to 60% of all the Dogecoin that was ever made. This began the firestorm of the entire XRP thing, where people were like, hey, look over there, Ripple's also holding 60% of all the XRP. It was one of those deflector things. Well, we found out that even Bitcoin whales were holding a massive portion of the supply. And this is also, you know, just to be honest, where we're currently going again. When I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, the rich people are buying too much Bitcoin. It's meant for 8 billion people. It's one of those things. So now Charles Hoskinson is alleging somewhere along the lines that he thinks that Elon Musk actually purchased, owned around 20% of its supply. And that was his reasoning for being like, hey, let me boost this coin up to make sure that he got richer. No one knows, not substantiated, but it's also and you know, Elon Musk is not my favorite person on the planet because I think I have thoughts. But I will say, and as I've said before, these coins have been around for a while. Whenever we get any kind of whale news, especially years ago, it was constantly touted as something negative, which I still believe that it is. I don't want rich people controlling all the crypto. It defeats the purpose of the market. On the other hand, there have been a lot of people in crypto or who've known about the market, and they see these coins at half of a cent, at 1 penny or less, and they do, in my opinion, they do nothing about it. So Dogecoin was like 2 decimal places away from 1 cent for a very long time. It was a joke. It was a meme. No one paid attention to it. At some point, Elon Musk might have come forward and been like, let's throw 5 million into that. Scooped up a huge amount. And this is maybe why he owns a huge portion. It's the same thing years ago when it came to XRP. If you never saw one of my original videos, I was like, hey, this coin is super undervalued. It's clearly going to go over $1. And we had news reports all the time of people buying up millions of XRP for like $22,000. The price goes up to $3 and something cents. These people are holding $28 million worth of XRP. So once again, however, Charles Hoskinson, through all of this, was apparently like raising questions as to why, and I think the answer is money. It's kind of similar to when Ethereum was first created. Charles Hoskinson was also one of the co-creators of Ethereum. And I think all the co-creators, I believe, were given, was it 10,000 to 20,000 Ether each. So when you have, my opinion, when you have problems with allocation and other things like that, give away your coins. If you want the world to be more decentralized and to be a more fair and equal place when it comes to, blah, 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 if you're holding a huge amount of these coins, despite the speculative nature of this claim, the enigmatic figure and nature of Musk's actions have left many guessing whether his endorsements stem from financial interest or a simple affinity for the coin's playful logo. There's no you can't exist in reality if you didn't think any of this had to do with money. When you ever, if you ever get a chance, or even just to study, I mean, just to look at these people's actions, they don't do anything that doesn't benefit them. And I mean from across the board. A lot of people think that these people are just kind of like doing things willy-nilly. No, you know that like from a couple $1 million and above, you have people like dealing with your social media. They deal with all these things that you do. They tell you how to like groom your public image. You think Elon Musk allegedly got 20% of the Dogecoin supply just so he can be like, I'm going to have fun here? No, he probably realized he can make hundreds of millions of dollars off of it. Hoskinson described Musk as an unparalleled entrepreneur whose unpredictable strategies have continually mystified both fans and critics. His sporadic tweets, yada, yada, yada. He said Elon Musk is a paradox. Attempting to decipher his actions is like solving an intricate puzzle. And then it kind of keeps going on. This was way too popular. This news was all over the place. I'm not sure if it has to do with the idea of drama. Sometimes I feel like Charles Hoskinson like really wants to be in like a rap battle, like a rap beef kind of thing. This is what it always kind of feels like. He's always just kind of finding someone or something to I don't, you understand what I'm saying? I think Elon Musk is too rich to kind of, the word's not dissect, but like to look deeper into what he's doing. It obviously has to do with money in some sort of way. I could not find the original thing that I was telling you about where we had rumors that he was allegedly talking to the people from Blockstream and or otherwise. But at the end of 2018 was when Elon Musk got into the idea of Bitcoin and was talking about it and hyping it up. And then we heard allegedly that he was denied access to controlling Bitcoin. And that's when we started getting rumors and news that apparently he had been talking to people from Dogecoin. So, yeah, I mean, it even says, for those of you not looking at the screen, it says exclusive. Dogecoin developers say they've been working with Elon Musk since 2019. They are working with him to make the cryptocurrency a cheaper, greener alternative to Bitcoin. No one on this planet is ever going to use Dogecoin as a cheaper alternative to the #1 cryptocurrency with a $1 trillion market cap. I don't know who needed to hear that. Please, by all means, accumulate it if you love the coin, if you think it's fun and funny and amazing, and people are talking about Dogecoin going back up to $1 again, but don't ever live in the delusion that Dogecoin will surpass Bitcoin. I think 5 million new Dogecoin are created per day. Right. That's the Elon Musk, Charles Hoskinson news. It's kind of like once a week that we get some kind of Hoskinson said X, Y, and Z news or something like that. So cool. If he's holding 20% of the supply, more power to him. I don't know what we're supposed to do about that, or... You know, because heaven forbid that he actually does control 20% of it and then announces that he's selling. Yeah, that coin would go under 1 cent once again. Yeah. Let's move on. In news that I found on one website that no one was talking about, Deutsche Telekom in the United States, and I believe in the UK, it is known as T-Mobile or T-Mobile, depending on where you are. Deutsche Telekom a couple of months ago, maybe even last year, announced that they were getting into Bitcoin. And they have some new and exciting news. German telecommunications giant Deutsche Telekom, also known as T-Mobile, is apparently making plans to get into Bitcoin mining. Yeah. BTC Prague, an event for the Bitcoin community, it says currently being held. Fantastic. T-Mobile Web3 chief Dirk Rotter announced the firm's intentions to mine Bitcoin. In a short speech, he said and revealed that the company has been running their own Bitcoin node for a while, which we've known since I believe last year. He added that T-Mobile is planning to get involved in digital monetary photosynthesis. Then, Joe Nakamoto, whoever that is, tried to seek more clarity, demanding if the German telecommunications company plans to mine Bitcoin, and Rotor said, "We will." So, you know how, like, we always have those, I mean, this is perfect, it's side by side, how we have those days where, like, actual important news comes out and like that's the thing that people should be paying attention to, but it usually is never the actual thing. So the most popular news story of the day was that Charles Hoskinson was talking about why Elon Musk loves Dogecoin. One of the least popular news stories of the day is one of the largest telecommunication firms on the planet announced that not only are they validating transactions for Bitcoin, but they're going to start mining Bitcoin. You see how one of these things is not like the other? One of these things is actually important. So yeah, it's another one of those situations where really good, big, important, crazy, like world-changing news continues to happen. But I've noticed years ago when I was telling people about these companies and institutions who were getting into the space, people don't care. And a lot of people within crypto also kind of, the word's not even blasé anymore. It's kind of like oh, well, okay, well the price is down by 3%, like that kind of thing. You realize that all these large, hey you over there, do you think that Deutsche Telekom is simply validating Bitcoin transactions, or do you think they're buying up Bitcoin as well? Hey, do you think that they're gonna start mining Bitcoin? Or have they probably had millions of dollars in other cryptocurrency mining operations and now they want their own like exclusive one while they continue to buy and hoard Bitcoin? Hey, last one. When they're mining that Bitcoin, who do you think it's for? So, yeah, I guess just more concrete evidence of another company going deeper into the Bitcoin rabbit hole. And just always, I'm always here for you, making sure that this news does not elude you, that you don't sit here and pretend like it's not a thing, because we are actively seeing the world change. We're seeing these organizations worth billions of dollars who control the world announcing openly, we are buying Bitcoin. 9 companies sat there and said, hey, we got 1 million Bitcoin in 4 months. So just always remember these moments so that you can tell the grandkids, yeah, I remember when the world was changing and I sat there and I was a little sad because Bitcoin fell in price that day. So I just chose to not pay attention to the news. That's the T-Mobile is going to be mining BTC. And yeah, let's move on. Also in the newses as well, Binance's co-founder, He Yi, has revealed that they're going to start addressing zombie coins in order to maintain competitiveness during a Twitter space hosted by Binance Chinese. For those of you who don't know, we have too many cryptocurrencies. What? Yeah, it's crazy, right? So we realistically maybe only need maybe around 50. And that's a strong, hard maybe. The other, I think we're over 10,000 coins now in the cryptocurrency space. We don't need them. We do not need them. We do not need them. I'm trying to figure out a way to say it so that everyone understood me. Maybe I had to change my tone. The problem is that it's a very easy way to make money, multifaceted. You either create a crappy coin and then people buy it and then you make some money, or you as a cryptocurrency exchange see that there are thousands of coins, and when people keep asking for you to put those coins onto your platform, you put those coins onto your platform so you can make extra money. But the problem is that people don't use these coins. Like a handful of people wanted them on the platform. They use it for like a day and a half, and then the coins just kind of end up sitting there. So we used to, many moons ago, get a lot of like delisting news, and it would kind of always put people into a bit of a tizzy. They would go, why my crappy coin? Why you take off exchange? Like things like that. And it's because we didn't need them. And I dare not say the top 50 coins, but the majority of coins that we have kind of cover everything that we need. Every time that someone creates something, finds something new that can be put on a blockchain, every other blockchain adopts it. Like really, like smart contracts, NFTs, all the other words that Bitcoin has for their own things. Everyone's merging with Ethereum virtual machine, like all those kinds of things. Like no coin is really doing anything revolutionary anymore because we already have all the stuff on every single chain. So yeah, we have no list. We have no list as to what these zombie coins are, or which ones will be removed from Binance. But that's going to be a very interesting day, because we don't need all those coins. Because the best part is, of all of it, is if they delisted these thousands of coins, where that money would flow? Into the actual big coins that are doing something, that have all the projects, that have the actual prospectus for price gains and usage sometime in the future. So yeah. We'll see what ends up happening. I'm quite excited. We are on a slow and steady is nonsense kind of thing right now, because we only recently had that exchanges were delisting Bitcoin Cash, Satoshi's Vision, one of the largest piles of garbage that we've had in the crypto space. Don't forget, remember when I told you years ago, I was like, hey, don't buy that coin because but you know, I can only help so much. So yeah, we'll see exactly what coins get addressed over the course of the next couple of months, because we don't need all those coins, and the market would be a lot stronger if they didn't exist. That's the Binance zombie coins news. And yeah, let's move on. Also so this one surprised me. Also only saw it on like a couple of different websites. Number of years ago, there was a coin that people thought or were told was going to revolutionize everything. Your milk would be affected. Your orange juice would be, I'm not joking either. Your orange juice would be affected. The floor in your house would be affected by it. When you're driving, your self-driving car would be like, oh, snaps, we need more Scooby snacks or something like that. And that was supposed to change the world. IOTA is back in the news once again. So apparently, there's something that's going on within Europe where they're trying to streamline and or properly Web3. Oh, my leg. What did I do? Oh, gosh, it's asleep. Oh, my gosh, I was just sitting here. Oh, that feels terrible. They're trying to like Web3ify their know your customer processes. And apparently, as far as we understand, they've chosen IOTA to help them. Right. On the 13th of June, the European Commission, oh my leg, announced the participants for the second cohort of the European Blockchain Sandbox Initiative, or EBSI. And as far as I've ascertained from this article, it looks like IOTA was actually chosen to help them do this. So IOTA, I believe, is from Germany. We heard years ago that IOTA was going to be the it coin for the world. I'm like slamming my leg. Oh gosh, that feels awful. And then apparently they kind of just disappeared. We heard that they had a partnership with a car company, and I believe an elevator and what are the moving steps called? Treadmill? Moving escalator with an escalator company. I don't know why you would need IOTA for that, but bless their hearts. And then they kind of disappeared. So I guess behind the scenes, they've been talking. They've been talking to people, and yeah. What was the last IOTA news that we had? It was maybe like 2 months ago. It was something odd and also weird. They're planning like an upgrade for the coin to bring it into the future, to make it more mainstream. And I think they're also trying to integrate with the Ethereum virtual machine as well. So cool. Not knocking it. I don't particularly think this is going to do anything for the price by itself, just because, you know, that's how the market's working. But it's cool that they're still around and still being adopted and that they're doing stuff. We'll see what ends up happening with them, because we don't hear about IOTA too much. Yeah, weird, right? IOTA's in the news once again. But I think it's also around that time. This is why you know, first of all, we're well overdue for the bull run at this point. But I told you as well, once we pass the halving, this is when all the altcoin news begins to enter our market. So this is why we're getting a lot of Litecoin, IOTA's back. A lot of, what do you call it? Oh gosh, the other thing, that the Cardano, and there's one other coin. They're constantly popping back up in the news. Oh, a lot of XRP news as well. Also definitely there. So cool. That's the IOTA has apparently been chosen to help streamline and digitize know your customer processes news. Yeah, I do think that's going to do it for this video. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. Hope you all are having a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, wherever the heck you might be. I do hope it is absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, liking, commenting, and supporting. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.